Alrighty guys, this is your host ID Jester. Thanks for joining me. So, as many of you probably know, or if you don't know, I've been challenged by Tony's Board Life, who did a video challenging me to a few things. And video description from his video down in the link below. I will link his video down there. But I just wanted to reply back and give a little bit of insight for those people that are unaware of what's going on. So we had Tony's Board Life and Rough Swordsman Wargamer. They joined us in our live chat, Wargaming chat last week, and we formed a nice little bond and we're talking about getting together and doing some multiplayer, kind of competition or solo and kind of doing some stuff. And then Tony's Board Life, unfortunately for him, he didn't be very successful in his Field Commander Rommel playthrough. And it kind of mirrored Rough Swordsman Wargamer's playthrough of Field Commander Rommel. And of course, being the good sport that I am, I of course had to jump on that. So I wanted to clarify a few things for these guys out there, Tony's Board Life and Rough Swordsman Wargamer. All right, when you're playing Field Commander Rommel, you're playing the Germans, not the Russians, okay? And you probably got this a little confused. I know your history, you're getting a little bit up in age and stuff. Maybe you forgot a little bit of this. But the Russian order was not one step back. Not one step forward, which is what basically you guys did. You're playing the Germans. You're supposed to blitzkrieg across France and take over France. Very easy, very simple. It's done in like 2 weeks time in real life. But I think you guys were a little bit confused that maybe it was do not take one step forward. And just let me refresh your memory. It was the Russians that was not one step back, not the Germans, not trying to take one step forward. Okay, you're actually supposed to get out of your introductory area and blitzkrieg across France. So, of course, I'm just trying to help you guys out. That's all. I'm just trying to refresh your memories on that. So, obviously, by giving these nice YouTubers a little bit of advice, they've now challenged me. Well, let me tell you a story about the challenge. So, there's 2 games that are quickly going out of print that I already have thought about getting. And I'm like, yesterday at work, was I at work? No, I don't remember, but yesterday I was gonna order those 2 games. But of course I was looking around and I actually put the Hunted and the Hunters on there because I'm like, these are really cool games. And I was thinking, okay, I'll just order that stuff. And then I was looking through to see what else they had. And they had 1 copy left of Field Commander Napoleon. And I'm like, So I got on a few other sites and none of them had it. And I'm like, if I'm going to get Field Commander Napoleon, I better get it now because it's going to be out of print. And it'll probably be a long time before it gets reprinted and stuff. So I dropped out of the Hunters and the Hunted, took those 2 games out and put in Field Commander Napoleon as a replacement for those 2 because they're about the same price. Those 2 games were about $70, $75, and Field Commander Napoleon I think was like $70 or $75. So it was about the same price. So I was like, I'll just take those 2 games out because they're just been released. You probably should be able to get copies of them for a little while. I'll give Field Commander Rommel or Field Commander Napoleon before it goes, and I can't get it anymore, or you have to spend $200 on it. So I ended up ordering it. Literally not more than 2 hours later, I get this post from Tony's Board Life that he wants to challenge me to the Hunters or the Hunted or the U.S. one in the Pacific, which is Silent Victory. That's what it is. See, brains. So I was like emailing them back, and I'm like, you're not gonna believe this. I literally had these in my cart, and I know, Rough Swordsman's gonna be yelling at me. I took them out of my cart, which is illegal. Shh, don't tell anybody. I took them out of my cart, and I replaced them with the Field Commander Napoleon. So, unfortunately, I don't have the Hunters, and I don't have the Hunted, and of course, he doesn't trust me enough to use the tabletop simulator. He wants everything to be equal, where I have to actually have the stuff in front of me, even though the tabletop simulator screws me over in the dice rolls anyways, but that's a different story. And so we were unable to do the Hunters and the Hunted. But fortunately, it does look like Tony's Board Life does have Field Commander Napoleon. And I'm kind of hoping Rough Swordsman also has Field Commander Napoleon. And what we're trying to set up is a nice playthrough between the three of us to see how well they can do and see who has like the best outcome of Field Commander Napoleon. Of course, it's a solo game, so we'll all have our own, setups and videos on it and everything. And we'll just have like a victory point at the end to see who ended up with the most victory points or whatever. So that's still in the works of trying to figure that out. Hopefully, Rough Swordsman Wargamer has the Field Commander Napoleon. Mine is on the way with a couple of the other games I talked about that I wanted to get before they went out of print. But so that's kind of where things stand. I've been trying to help these guys out. I set up a GoFundMe page where we're going to try and get some games for Tony's Board Life and Rough Swordsman Wargamer and give them, ship them a couple games that I think might be more suited to their skill level. So we're looking at getting like Pickup Sticks and Candyland and Yahtzee because they're so good at rolling the dice. I thought Yahtzee would be perfect for them. They need definitely some more practice rolling dice, so Yahtzee would be a good one for them. So we're going to set up a GoFundMe page if you guys want to participate in that, so we can send these guys out new in shrink, unwrapped, or unopened Candyland or something that might be suited to their skill level so they can get a little bit of practice while my game of Field Commander Napoleon is being shipped over to me. I will have the link in the video description below so that we can give these guys a little bit something that's more suited to their skill level. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on with everything there for those of you that are uninitiated and not knowing what's going on. There will be no live stream today, unfortunately. I was wonderful. Would love to have Tony's Board Life and Rough Swordsman back on again today. Unfortunately, we have company staying with us all week, and the only reason I'm able to get this video out is because the wife and the daughter are out shopping, and so nobody's here to bother me, so I'm going to get this done while they're gone. But they want to do some stuff later, so I'm not going to have a chance to do the live stream. So we're going to have to postpone that maybe until next week, where we can finally catch up with them again and have our conversation about not one step forward for the Germans in the Blitzkrieg in France or the desert or in Russia or anywhere. Anyways, so that's where everything stands. Hopefully, Rough Swordsman Wargamer has Field Commander Napoleon. I'm sure he'll post a message down when he sees this, whether or not he's got it. If he doesn't end up having it, what we're going to try and do is see if there is a solitaire game that we all three have that maybe we can run. I don't own Field Commander Rommel. The ones that I currently own are, let's see here, let me get this out of the way. As mentioned, I got Field Commander Napoleon on the way. I got Tiger Leader, I have Sherman Leader, I have B-17 Leader, I have D-Day at Omaha, and I know, unfortunately, like, the three of us have, like, the three different versions. I have Omaha, Tony's Board Life has Peleliu, and I think Rough Swordsman has Tarawa and Peleliu. So we don't have the same version of that because that would be another good one. I also have for Solitaire. Let's see, what else do we have that's Solitaire? Huh? Is that it? Is that everything? I think that is everything, actually. Unless I'm forgetting something. And of course, you know, possibly what we'd like to do, what I would like to do, is get the 3 of maybe 4 people or whatever, and maybe do one of the coin series on Tabletop Simulator, because that would be pretty cool. But of course, me and Rough Swordsman don't know how to play that, and of course, Tony's Board Life is supposed to be getting on that, posting some videos, and, you know, kind of giving the information, showing the gameplay, but we're still waiting. I know he had off Labor Day. I don't know what he's waiting on. That was like Monday, so he could have had 8 videos out that day. Come on now, let's get busy. So yeah, if Rough Swordsman doesn't have Field Commander Napoleon, then maybe I'll have to make another order. Give Field Commander Rommel and the Hunters and the Hunted, I think. But we'll figure something out. So we'll have a little competition. We'll each play our videos, and then, you know, have like a little competition on these two. Of course, hopefully we'll get a couple of these games over to them that they can handle. Stratego, maybe. I'm just trying to think of something that's not too high level for them. Something that's a little simpler that they can wrap their head around the rules and stuff. Because it's obvious that Field Commander Rommel was too advanced for them. And I think they misinterpreted the not one step back the Russians used to think it was Germans not one step forward. But, you know, whatever. Anywho, that's the update. We would love to have a challenge. We can, you know, kind of update everyone on that once we get a little bit closer, or maybe on our next live stream we have. And until then, everyone, have a great day. We'll see you all soon. Take care, and hope all is well. And don't forget, when you're rolling the dice, you got to give that little flick of the wrist to get the extra rolls on it. And that might help. I'm just trying to help you, you know? See ya.